Hey, it's Tony here, and today I'm going to show you a new prototype software called Lucid, which is free open source video align and stack processing software that runs on Linux, macOS, and Windows. So with no further ado, let's get started. This is the user interface for Lucid prototype. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to load up a video file that was captured one evening, and it's a video file of Jupiter. And first thing we do is we browse, we load that file, click on load, and you see on the right hand side, you see a preview of that video. You can actually go ahead, if you want to, you can go ahead and play that video file, and you can see there's a histogram associated with that video as well. We'll stop there, and you can do things like you can brighten the display. This is just a preview. You can do things like you can zoom in. You can show alignment points, which I'll show you that in a few seconds. The file information, as you can see, the format is SER. The dimensions were the captured dimensions, and we've got about 31,000 frames. This was a 180-second capture with a color camera. And you see the camera information is down here and the frame rate as well. So we're going to go in and click on the Analyze tab. The idea with Lucid is just like its associated product, which is called Kepler, is it kind of follows a fairly straightforward workflow leveraging these left to right tabs here. So we'll click on Analyze, and we're going to go ahead and select the quality estimator of automatic, and then click on Analyze Frames. And this will take probably about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll pause the video and restart it in a moment. All right, the Analyze Frames is complete, and you can see this chart here. What it's showing is that the frame quality over time across the 30,000 frames or so, and this helps you decide what percentage of the best frames are you going to stack. And so in this example, I'm going to select, let's see here, if you see the drop off here, if I select the best 50 or the best 25%, I think what I'll do is I'll just select the best 50. So I click on that, and you see there's some guidance down here around what you should select. And it is just guidance. Results may differ for each video and each capture. The next thing I'm going to do is go over to the Align tab. And so in terms of the stabilization, we are looking at a planet. So we'll select that. And then it's got a alignment point size in pixels. I think I've got it from a previous capture set at 64. We'll leave it like that for a moment. We're looking for about 30 to 40 alignment points. One thing I'll also notice as well is from the Analyze tab, you can see here it's selected a reference frame here, and you can see it's frame number 84 out of the 31,000. So it does that for you as well. So let's click on Place Alignment Points, and you see it does that for us. And we've got about 39 alignment points. So I'm just going to leave it like that. One thing I'll do is you can actually show the alignment boxes here. So there's a little check mark here. So if I check that, you can see all those. I leave it on check just so the preview is not so cluttered. And so we've got that. So now we've got the percent, the alignment points, and now we're going to go ahead to the Stack tab. So you can see here, stack the best 50%. You can actually click here, and if you want other percentages comma separated, you can do that as well. I'm going to leave the drizzle at 1.5, and then I'm going to leave the normalized stack at 70%. And then for the output folder, I'm just going to leave it as the same folder as the SER file, and I can put a name in here for the file if I want to. Otherwise, it'll just go ahead and just save it in terms of the format that we select here. And for the format, you can select 16-bit TIFF, 16-bit PNG, or even FITS. I'll leave it a PNG for now. So we'll go ahead and click on stack frames. And you can see now the progress that's been made. So we got a lot of frames to stack, about 15,000, and it will take probably 3 to 4 minutes to do that. And I'll come back when it's completed. All right, so the stacking is completed, and we get a message here saying the stack was saved to this location. And we also get a notification pop up, and we just click on OK. So it did take quite a bit of time for this stacking to complete, probably around 10 or 12 minutes. So you have to bear that in mind when you've got thousands upon thousands of frames to stack. There are other solutions out there that can do this more efficiently. I'm using Lucid because it runs purely natively on Mac OS, and it'll also run on Linux and Windows. So we'll click OK here. And you can see that this folder was created, frame 50 or %50. And then here is the file that was created by this stacking process. And if I double click on this and just bring in the preview, you can see there we've got a nicely stacked image. And in fact, if you compare between, remove these APs here, and then bring in this preview again, you can see definitely a difference with much reduced noise, and it's ready to go into programs like Kepler, which I'll put the download link to the video for Kepler in there as well. Kepler is a associated product, also open source, also runs on Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. That's it. Thank you for your time. Thank you.